It's Monday night, and this show was terrible. We are live, man. I say it every week, bro. This show sucks. This show was absolutely terrible tonight. Shane McMahon returns. For what exactly, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But he returned to establish an Elimination Chamber match at the pay-per-view a week from Sunday that legitimately makes no sense whatsoever because it ruins the entire concept and the importance of what the Chamber means to the road to WrestleMania. But what do I know? Drew McIntyre wrestled Randy Orton for the 98th time in the main event tonight. Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans are both in the most meaningless storyline of our lifetime. And Sheamus, though I love him, looked like a complete blithering idiot. I don't know what else to tell you guys. But what I do know is I'm hearing the sweet sounds of Pilot. And you guys know what that means. It's the Monday Night Raw post-show. The only post-show you need on your Monday night. Right here on Off the Script.
This fucking foliage? Is this what you want? Mr. Dips? Is this what you want? Me standing in front of EC3 buying designer coats? Is this what you want? Me sitting in some hipster hotel in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, fluffing pillows? Is this what you want? I don't believe this. This graffiti art, the hotels, avocado toast. All I want is a fucking Guinness. An ice cold Guinness. What the hell does that mean? Oh, this is what you wanted. This is your Monday Night Raw review right here on Off the Script.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for stopping by the channel once again tonight. It is February 8th, 2021. I am JD from New York, and this is your Off the Script Monday Night Raw post-show. And I so wish I didn't have to be here, man. Oh, my God. What a struggle to get through Monday Night Raw tonight. I don't even know where to begin, man. I really don't. I really don't even know where to begin. I have absolutely no energy to talk about this show tonight. I have no desire to talk about anything WWE related because it is all complete fucking garbage. It really is. And it pains me that there are simpletons out there that refuse to accept the fact that this show is in fucking shambles. You know, I love Mustafa Ali, man. I think Ali is one of the most untapped talents on this entire show. And we all know why he's not being pushed. WWE sees Ali as somebody that they cannot make money off of. He's one of the best wrestlers in that entire company. He said something tonight that just resonated with me so much. And he said, he speaks a different language compared to everybody else, and that is the language of truth. That is a picture-perfect description of what we do here every single week, every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, every Saturday with OTS. I speak a different language compared to everybody else, the majority of the people on social media, and that is the language of truth. Folks, the road to WrestleMania sucks so far. We got a 47, 48, however old he is, Edge. The best thing about Edge right now is that my favorite band is his fucking theme music. Edge winning the Royal Rumble. I love Bianca Belair. I'm glad she won the Royal Rumble, even though I still would have went with Bayley. That's just me. But the Royal Rumble is in the rear-view mirror. And now we got the Elimination Chamber to look forward to. WWE is going on and on and on about teasing. Who's Bianca going to wrestle? Who's Edge going to wrestle at WrestleMania, right? And we all assumed that WWE would be holding multiple Elimination Chamber matches because both of their decisions were going to come before the Chamber so that we can round out the WrestleMania card. If Edge chose Roman Reigns, then that means the WWE title will be defended at WrestleMania through the winner of the Elimination Chamber, which will take place on Raw. And if Bianca Belair chose Sasha Banks, that means the same thing for Asuka. It's pretty simple. It's not that difficult to book or produce or figure out, but lo and behold, WWE once again fucks things up. So I'm here to tell you exactly what you watched on the show tonight. WWE announced that the Elimination Chamber will see Drew McIntyre defend the WWE title against former WWE champions. How they got into the chamber, nobody knows. They're just randomly chosen, and none of it makes sense. Jeff Hardy, guy's been feuding with Elias for about 7 months now, probably longer than that. He's in the chamber. What the fuck has he done to gain an opportunity at the WWE title? I'd love for one of these geeks to really fill me in on that one, because I don't fucking know. What about Randy Orton? Randy Orton's been looking at Alexa Bliss and burning fucking people on fire. What has he done to be inside the Elimination Chamber? AJ Styles is the only one that has some momentum, but AJ Styles has done nothing of note on Monday Night Raw. The Miz has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Why are you giving him an opportunity at the WWE title when he has an opportunity that he's been carrying around for the last 12 months? And then we got Sheamus. Of all people, folks. You know Sheamus, right? The guy that betrayed his friend of over 20 years for the WWE title, right? How dumb does Sheamus look that he betrayed his best friend last week with a bro kick because he wants the WWE title? Now, we all assumed that Drew McIntyre was going to defend the WWE title at the Elimination Chamber against Sheamus. And then WWE announces this stupidity tonight. And we get Sheamus in the Elimination Chamber anyway with 4 other guys and Drew McIntyre. So I would love to ask everybody watching me today, why exactly did Sheamus betray his best friend for the WWE title when he was going to be given a WWE title opportunity inside the chamber anyway? I guess to me it wouldn't matter if he's babyface or heel or if he betrayed Drew McIntyre or not. What sense does it make? It makes him seem like a fucking idiot. Then they go on to say, later on in the evening, Drew McIntyre was talking to Shane McMahon, who pretty much orchestrated this entire thing. Why he was there, I don't know. Drew McIntyre told Shane McMahon, well, listen, Shane, I was under the assumption that I was going to defend the title against Sheamus at the Elimination Chamber because I gave him the match. Nobody ran this one by me. And then Shane McMahon goes on to say, well, we needed something bigger. We needed something big at the Elimination Chamber. So not only does Sheamus betray his best friend that he didn't have to betray, but they're also kind of right under your nose telling everybody that Sheamus and Drew McIntyre is not good enough to main event the Elimination Chamber. So for everybody calling or asking for Drew McIntyre and Sheamus at WrestleMania, you can go fuck yourself. That's what WWE pretty much told you tonight. If it's not good enough to main event the Elimination Chamber, then why the fuck are we talking about it main eventing WrestleMania? Oh my God, man. These people are fucking mental, man. They are absolutely mind-numbing. Fucking stupid. So, we got the WWE title being defended. Now, I ask you a follow-up question. If Drew McIntyre wins the Elimination Chamber and retains the title, who exactly is he going to defend the WWE title against at WrestleMania? Is it going to be Edge? Is it going to be somebody else? Now, what if he loses? Who is the new champion going to defend the WWE title against at WrestleMania? And in both situations, how is that opponent going to be decided upon? At Fastlane? At Fastlane. 2 weeks before WrestleMania. You know that pay-per-view that you fucking added out of nowhere for absolutely no reason 2 weeks before WrestleMania on April 10 and April 11 at Raymond James Stadium. 2 weeks before WrestleMania. A nonsensical, irrelevant, unimportant, I don't need this show 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Is that how it's going to be decided? I don't get WWE's logic here. I really don't. So what WWE showed you tonight and what they told you without actually saying it, because they want to hype it up and make it really feel like a big deal, instead of actually going and having some fun with it and really making the chamber feel like, holy shit, it's absolutely an integral part of the road to WrestleMania, they're just using it as a multi-man match for the WWE title, which at the end of it will mean absolutely nothing. It doesn't matter if Drew wins or if Drew loses. The WWE Championship is not going to be decided at WrestleMania through the chamber. It's going to be decided through Fastlane. So by WWE standards, Fastlane is more important than the Elimination Chamber. And I fucking hate that. In one big fuck you, WWE made the Elimination Chamber irrelevant, unimportant, and what WWE did tonight, folks, more so than any time else so far on the road to WrestleMania, and I know there'll be some geek in the chat, oh, but it's story, man. You gotta be patient, man. Patient, man. What they did tonight is show you that they have not one fucking clue as to what they want to do for WrestleMania. They have no idea who Bianca's going to wrestle. They have no idea who Edge is going to wrestle. They have no idea about anything. Because if they did, then their plans should have been solidified and stories should be building through Elimination Chamber and through Fastlane into WrestleMania. But no, we got the show we got tonight. This is why I get so upset, folks. This is why a lot of people don't like to listen to what I have to say because it fucking hurts them. I take their fantasy world and I take it in the palm of my hand and I fucking crush it like Thanos. They can't stand that. Man, this guy's right. Fuck him, but he's right. So I'm going to take a clip from his show, 10-second clip, and make fun of him, and then boost my analytics on Twitter because I can't survive on social media if I'm not making fun of JD. How does any of this sit well with you guys? And this is the best part of all. This is the part that I don't get. Instead of booking the way that they should, right out of the Royal Rumble, WWE should have already had plans. As soon as that Rumble started at 7 p.m. on the 31st of January, they should have had every single fucking plan in place for what they wanted to do for the Elimination Chamber. I don't get how any of this sits well with you guys. Instead of making the fucking thing feel important, they want to pick at random who's in it. Oh, yeah, it's 5X WWE champions. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit who's in there? I don't give a fuck how many times they were WWE champion. What have they done to get there? What have they accomplished to get there? Nothing. WWE instead, they want to book nonsensically instead of taking who they want in the chamber and over the next 3 weeks, which is fucking so difficult for Bruce Pritchard to do. So difficult for Vince McMahon to do. Take 2 matches a week, and space them out over 3 weeks of television to give the shows, hey man, I gotta watch this week's Raw because I want to see who grabs the 3rd spot in the Elimination Chamber, or I want to see who grabs the 4th, 5th, and 6th spot in the Elimination Chamber. Instead of giving us qualifying matches, not only to give everybody involved a reason to be there, but it also gives Monday Night Raw a sense of urgency, a reason to watch. It makes the show fucking important. You, at the 8 o'clock hour, announced everybody who's gonna be inside the Elimination Chamber. By 8:10, we had the main event for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And then by 9 o'clock, none of it meant a fucking thing. You thought that putting everybody in one-on-one matches that's in the Elimination Chamber on tonight's show was the way to go. What difference does it make? What are they fighting for? They're already in the fucking chamber. So who gives a shit who wins and loses? They're already in there. Folks, I am so sick of people taking what I say and mincing it up into their own narrative. There is absolutely no fucking way that anybody could sit here and not agree with any word that I just said. The Elimination Chamber is irrelevant. It is unimportant, and the road to WrestleMania is absolutely one that doesn't make sense. Not one. They don't know who Edge is wrestling. They don't know who Bianca Belair is wrestling. And a lot of people are going to think, oh, it's story. No, it's not story. It's WWE prolonging the fact that they don't have one iota of a clue. I don't even know why we have an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Why? Because it's a long-standing staple on WWE pay-per-view? Just like everything else. Just like the Survivor Series, just like the King of the Ring, just like the fucking Money in the Bank, and everything else, gimmick-wise, that's come along in WWE. You have fucking ruined the importance of everything. So why the fuck should we care about what you do when you yourself show us that you don't give a shit about the importance of anything building to your biggest show of the year? It is fucking ridiculous. That's my opening statement. If you got any fucking questions, leave them at the end of the show. Super chats are open. I'll be happy to answer any fucking questions that you guys may have. Thank you very much for joining me on the podcast tonight. After that hot open, I don't even think I really need to talk about anything else, to be quite honest with you. But I'm here for the next hour and a half. We'll go over it. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. That is on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. You guys know the deal there. If you guys missed the podcast on Saturday, it is unbelievable. Go and check it out. Episode 363. We talk about Edge being a creative booker this WrestleMania season, booking himself into a Royal Rumble victory, booking himself into the WrestleMania main event against Roman Reigns is the rumor. Edge has one opportunity to make his legend even greater. Edge will either be a hero or he will be a villain coming out of WrestleMania. If you guys want to know about how, you got to check the show out. Episode 363 live on the channel right now. Wait till you get a load of the thumbnail, man. Sal Rex did a phenomenal job on the thumbnail. Go and check it out. It is literally the last video, the last upload that I have on the channel. So go and check all of that out. Patreon.com/JDfromNY206. If you guys want to support the show. If you guys want to go get some merchandise, that is A, bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Off the Script. B, mouthmasker.com. Go get your masks. Mouthmasker.com/OTS. And if you guys want to hit that thumbs up, man, we are looking at 423 thumbs up right now. If you guys, and this is a little test for you, a little game for you guys. If you guys think that WWE has ruined the concept of the Elimination Chamber, if you guys think the WWE has ruined the importance of the Elimination Chamber, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, man. If you agree with me, hit the thumbs up. I want to see close to 1,000 thumbs up on tonight's Monday Night Raw post show before we get the hell out of here tonight. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up down below. And the super chats are open. We'll handle them at the end of the show. They are always open. If you guys want to get them on in, we'll be taking them all stream long, and then we'll sit down, hang out at the end of the post-show review. I have a little something to show you guys before I get into the actual post-show. I normally don't do sit-down interviews. I don't do any podcasts. I don't really guest on any podcasts, and I got my own reasons for that. Nobody's helped me anywhere. Nobody's helped me get anywhere. Except for you guys. That's it. There's nobody in this fucking community that has wanted to help me. There's nobody that I asked to help me. And I just find it rather odd for me to even break that mentality. So I don't really like doing it. Also, I don't trust anybody. I don't really trust anybody. I don't know what anybody's true intentions are. But I have decided that come Friday, I will be sitting down with Vinny Vegas on Pounding the Meat podcast. And this is the trailer for what will happen this coming week as I sit down with him. He picked a clip for the trailer for the preview that I forgot I even did. But man, oh man, is it perfect to get people excited about what the show is going to be about. So if you guys don't have any idea about what's to come, this is the trailer for what I'm going to be sitting down doing on Friday with Vinny Vegas. I don't know where the fuck you people come from. I don't know where they grow you. If I am sitting here and I anger you so much, then I'm doing my job. And I do it with a smile on my face, and I just don't give a shit what you have to say. Cry all you want. People think I'm bitching. People think I'm moaning. Monday Night Raw is still in shambles. SmackDown Live is hit or miss every other week. If I don't ask questions, who the will? I don't understand why you want me to sit there and paint this beautiful picture of a moonlit sky, starry night, crickets gently chirping in the background while you're holding your girl's hand, walking down a field of bedded roses. You. I'm not here to do that. If you don't like what I have to say, and most of the time what I have to say is the truth, you can suck my. Any other questions? Go check it out. Man, that clip is fucking crazy, man. I didn't even realize that I had that sitting in the vault. I don't remember doing that clip at all, but Jesus Christ, man, that was a classic fucking clip, man. Seriously, that was probably better than anything I watched on Monday Night Raw tonight, man. It was probably a better promo than half the fucking people on this show tonight. Oh, awesome. Anyway, I'm going to be on Pounding the Meat with Vinny Vegas live Friday right before SmackDown. So make sure you guys tune into that, man. It should be a good show. Let's start at the top, man. Monday Night Raw. Adam Pearce stood in the middle of the ring. He introduced Shayna Mac. Shane McMahon's back. Not one mention of Raw Underground was made tonight. I guess it never happened. I guess it was like Men in Black with the little gadget there to make everybody forget. Never happened. Raw Underground was a mirage. It was a dream on Monday night. So he danced a little, and then he entered the ring. Shane said Pearce has a blockbuster announcement about the main event. Pearce said Drew McIntyre will defend the WWE title inside the Elimination Chamber. And then Adam Pearce said all of Drew's challengers will be former WWE champions Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, The Miz, and Sheamus. Now, Keith Lee was not mentioned in this group of individuals because he was out with COVID. His girlfriend got COVID. He had to sit out by default because they live together. He made his return on tonight's show, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So Shane praised Pearce for putting together this blockbuster card. Not really a card match. And he patted Pearce on his shoulder and thanked him. And that was it. That was it. Shane McMahon was brought back to pretty much pat Adam Pearce on the back about putting together this nonsensical, I don't really understand why any of this is happening, main event. And if you guys missed my rant about it in the beginning of the show, if you're just joining me here on the stream, go and check it out. It's about 15 minutes long in the beginning of the show. It doesn't make any sense. None of these guys belong in the Elimination Chamber. They don't have any right to be in the Elimination Chamber because they were just chosen at random. And this devalues the Elimination Chamber on the road to WrestleMania because this match should be used specifically to give us the challenger for either the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship, and that's not happening. And all this did was pretty much give WWE an easy out. Hey, look, we got a cool main event, but at the same time, Bianca Belair, they have no fucking idea what they're doing with her, and they have no idea what they're doing with Edge. So again, I ask, if Drew McIntyre wins this, who is he wrestling at WrestleMania? If Drew McIntyre loses and whomever becomes the WWE champion, who are they going to wrestle at WrestleMania? And how is their opponent going to be determined? Now, I know a lot of people are saying Randy Orton's going to win the WWE championship and it's going to be Edge versus Randy Orton. And the original plan that we were rumored to be getting is going to happen anyway, just by this long-winded way that WWE is constructed. I pray to God that doesn't happen. Drew McIntyre doesn't deserve it, and I don't give a single fuck about Randy Orton and Edge in the main event of WrestleMania. I don't. But one has to wonder who exactly is going to win this match. AJ's not winning it. The Miz is certainly not winning it. Sheamus is not winning the Elimination Chamber. They just told you in this show that Sheamus and Drew McIntyre weren't good enough to main event on their own. He's going to win the WWE title and main event WrestleMania. Fuck you. It's not happening. Sheamus looks like a complete loser. And then we have AJ Styles. We've already seen AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles being the WWE champion. That's not going to happen. They ran through that. So it's either Randy Orton or nothing. So we have to wait and see what happens with WWE's decision. Again, they have no decision on anything going into WrestleMania, which is quite scary. WrestleMania should already be booked going into February. We're going into WrestleMania season. We're going into the Elimination Chamber, and not one fucking match is solid for WrestleMania. If that doesn't scare the living shit out of you about the creative in this company, I don't know what will. And we've booked WrestleMania 3 or 4 different times already, dating back to November. So please tell me why I can do their job and none of them can correctly do anything right. So Shane, he crossed paths with AJ Styles and his doorman, Omos. Styles told Pierce that Shane is right. He's doing a great job. He entered the ring and asked if it's true that Drew has to defend the WWE title inside the chamber. He said, it's great. He said the chances of Drew losing the title are, quote unquote, phenomenal. Styles imagined winning the WWE title to become a 3-time holder of that very title. Styles told Pierce quietly that previously he always thought of him as a dumbass. So then out comes Jeff Hardy. And we have a rematch, of course. It wouldn't be Monday Night Raw without a rematch. Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. Got to give these two guys credit. They tried their best to work a great match here. And if you've seen these two in the ring previously, there was nothing new here. There was no new mechanics. There was no new sequences. They even went back to the same spot in which Jeff Hardy had with AJ Styles back when they were on SmackDown with Jeff Hardy's quote-unquote injured knee. Now, I will give these guys credit. They tried to have a very good match to make it seem like they're in the Elimination Chamber. Jeff Hardy was another one I forgot to mention inside the chamber. He's not winning either. Give me a break. Jeff Hardy's not winning the WWE title. But these two had a very good match. They tried to make it seem very competitive, being that both guys were in the chamber. And I got to give Jeff Hardy credit. You know, he sold the knee buckling in the match a couple of times very well, to a point where the first time he made it buckle and the first time he actually grabbed his knee, I thought he was legitimately hurt because he came down off the top rope and he went to grab his leg immediately. So I got to give him credit for really selling and doing it very well. So that was that. In the end, we got Styles off balance. Hardy charged into the top rope. Styles was up top. He knocked Styles off top. A few minutes later, Hardy countered a Styles clash with a twist of fate. Hardy climbed to the top rope, leapt off of the Swanton, but Styles moved out of the way, and it led into a calf crusher towards the end of this thing, and Hardy tapped out because of the said knee. So Styles wins, and Jeff Hardy taps out via the calf crusher, and that's it. That's it. Why is Jeff Hardy in there? I don't know. Why is AJ Styles in there? AJ may be the only guy besides Randy Orton that should be in there because of the status that both of them hold on this show. Everybody else, I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're doing in there, but who am I to question anything? Who am I to question anything? I'm the guy that lives in his mother's basement who doesn't know anything about pro wrestling. Says the geeks on social media. So Sheamus, after this match was over, complained to Pierce about being promised a one-on-one match against Drew. So I'm assuming that WWE booked this match to make it big. Drew's going to win. Then Drew's going to get Sheamus at Fastlane, and then how are we going to determine Drew McIntyre's opponent at WrestleMania? I don't really understand. This is why I mentioned this as one of the biggest talking points. Drew McIntyre and WrestleMania. Who is he going to wrestle if he wins? He's got the Chamber. Then he's got Sheamus. But after that, who does he have? Unless they bring back John Cena, I don't really know. So he complained to Pierce about having a one-on-one match. He was promised his one-on-one match against Drew, and now he has to go into the ring with 4 other blokes, he said. He said Shane said it was Pierce's idea, so he's holding him responsible. Pierce said they wanted to make the show as big as possible. Then Sheamus accused Pierce of not thinking he's a draw. He said he gets that Drew is the shiny new toy, and he doesn't understand why this is the decision that they ultimately came up with. And then Drew McIntyre, like I said, he was confronted by Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon patted him on the title and said, listen, this is the road to WrestleMania. We got to make it big, and you're a fighting champion. There's no bigger time to show everybody that you're a fighting champion than right now. What I pray to God, and I know you guys are thinking it, what I pray to God does not happen is that Drew McIntyre gets through the chamber, gets through Sheamus, and then they have no opponent for him at the end of all this, and they end up giving him Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. Can you imagine WWE booking Drew McIntyre versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania because they can't get John Cena? They don't have anybody else on the show built up to be a challenger for the WWE title. Drew McIntyre versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. Whether it's for the WWE title or not, I have no idea. But I know a lot of people were thinking that certainly is a possibility. And being that this is WrestleMania and WWE usually calls the McMahons when they need something to happen or they throw up the fucking McMahon bat signal, the shows can't thrive. The shows can't succeed. The ratings have to go up. We got to bring back the McMahons. You guys know that that is exactly what they're thinking. I hope to God that isn't the case. Because that would absolutely shit all over the last 12 months that Drew McIntyre had as WWE champion. That's how you put a stamp, that exclamation point on Drew McIntyre after all that you've done for him all year. Shane McMahon. You go from Lesnar last year beating Lesnar in 4 minutes to Shane McMahon inside Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. I want to fucking vomit all over my desk right now. Just thinking about it. The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Retribution. This is T-Bar. I got some good news. T-Bar, gotta be nice to him. I don't know if he's watching the show or not, but listen, bro, Dijakovic, I love you, bro. Seriously. What happened to the Dijakovic that I loved in NXT? Top tier talent, very excited about his future. Now he's wearing a fucking mask. He's going by the name of T-Bar. I was very inclined to say what I usually say about him, but listen, T-Bar unblocked me on social media. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what I said or what I did. But this guy physically had to go to my page and block me the first time. And I made fun of him about being in Retribution. And I said, bro, when's the first single dropping? Seriously. All you need is Corey Taylor as your frontman. And we got Slipknot 2.0. Then he blocked me because of my sarcastic comment. And then he recently, as of this week, I just went to his page again and I'm unblocked. I don't know what I did, but Dijakovic, I appreciate it, bro. I'll be nice to you from now on. I hope for big things for Retribution at WrestleMania. This was not big things for Retribution. New Day beat them in 7 minutes. Ali was on commentary, and he was yelling and very angry at what was going on. He was yelling over the establishment not treating them well. So we got Kofi diving over the top rope onto T-Bar and Slapjack at ringside. And we got Xavier and Kofi dancing to the trombone in the middle of the ring. Ali was yelling at T-Bar. This is his night to eat. The New Day has already eaten. I don't know whether they were talking about Titus Catering or not. I don't know what Titus was serving back there, but Ali was talking about a lot of eating tonight. Seriously. On top of Nia Jax screaming in her match with Lana that her hole is injured. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know what was going on in catering, but Ali was talking about eating. I think maybe it was green beans, mashed potatoes. I heard there was sweet potatoes there. I heard there was Brussels sprouts. I'm not a fan of Brussels sprouts. I'm not. They're too leafy for me. Even if you coat them in some nice sauce, they're too leafy for me. Maybe there was some nice roasted chicken. Maybe there was some nice desserts. I heard there was cannolis and eclairs, a chocolate mousse. I heard there was tiramisu there too. I heard Titus baked a beautiful apple pie. I'm not even sure if apple pie's in fucking season, but it was there. I know. Dana Brooke told me. She's always there, man. She's got the list for the next 7 catering meals. She's got it all memorized too. She spent so much time in there. Of course she'd have it fucking memorized, man. Not only is she a great napkin folder, but she's got that menu memorized. She actually does that better than she does reading her own lines on Raw. She'll recite that to you like that, instantly. It's crazy. Anyway, Enough talking about catering. T-Bar should not be in catering, and Ali should not be talking about eating, but I got what he said. So Kofi got the hot tag into the match. He went after Slapjack, flurry of offense. He landed a boom drop. Ali was yelling, "You're nothing more than a corporate clown." Ali was great on commentary here, man. And they finished Slapjack off with a daybreak. That is their backbreaker double stomp combo. I think that's an awesome move. New Day wins in 7 minutes. You know, it fucking irks the shit out of me, man, that I can book this show better as I'm sitting on the fucking toilet doing my business, thinking about what I'm going to be talking about on tonight's show. It pains me that I could do Bruce's job better than Bruce can do it. I really don't understand why there weren't qualifying matches for the Elimination Chamber. I really don't understand it. Now, listen to me. This is where I'm going with this. Can you imagine Elimination Chamber qualifying matches? And can you imagine if one of those qualifying matches was Ali and Kofi Kingston for the last remaining spot in the Elimination Chamber? And that would be a throwback to what Kofi went through 2 years ago that Ali got injured from. Ali had a broken orbital bone, thanks to Randy Orton, legit, that led Kofi getting that opportunity inside the Elimination Chamber, having an Iron Man-like performance, going the distance with Daniel Bryan, falling short in the Elimination Chamber, and then going on to WrestleMania anyway and winning the WWE title from said Daniel Bryan. But can you imagine if WWE did have qualifying matches and that was one of the qualifying matches and Ali got his revenge over Kofi in a very competitive, very well-produced match, and Ali advanced the Elimination Chamber and he got a shot in the chamber and he got a lot of momentum coming out of that match? Why am I booking this show better than these fucking people are booking this show? Why don't they see that opportunity? And why don't they go after something like that? It really pains me that these stories are so half-assed and these poor guys, Kofi and Ali and Dijakovic and everybody, and I'm talking about Ali and Kofi specifically, why their stories are not being told to the best of their ability. It sucks. It really does suck. But we got these long-winded Retribution, New Day, back and forth matches every fucking week. What is this going to result in? New Day wins in 7 minutes. Ric Flair walked to the ring. His music was playing. He was showing off some sparkly suit. He walked very slowly down the ramp. Lacey Evans joined him. She strutted to the ring to her music. Ric Flair stood in the middle of the ring. And Lacey was there listening to Rick cut a promo. He said, check his history. He doesn't take orders from any woman, especially his daughter. He got worked up as he ranted. He said he met someone who by chance has all the qualifications to be a star. He said she needs motivation, knowledge, and wisdom. He said they are on a mission and their relationship is, quote unquote, just casual. He said Lacey will be the next Raw Women's Champion. And at this point, I shivered in fear just at the mere thought of that. Lacey said, people think they know what's going on, but they have no idea. Oh, I know. I know more than anybody what's going on. This show sucks. I don't need you to tell me what's going on. I got my own eyeballs. I see what's going on. She said she treats him like the living legend he is, unlike his ungrateful daughter. She said she would never talk to her father that way, the way Charlotte does to Rick. And I'm the bad guy in all of this. So Charlotte comes strutting down to the ring. She addressed Ric Flair. She asked if he wants her to validate her. She said she never said she wasn't proud of him and didn't want his help. She said the last 7 years, she's been trying to protect and add to their legacy. Lacey asked why we can't be friends, or why they just can't be friends. She said she's not there to take her place. Charlotte started laughing. She said she'd rather be, or she would be a better partner for her instead of that feral, nasty Asuka. Rick loved the idea and said, listen, I love this idea. You could tag team with Lacey, and this could be a great pairing. Lacey and Charlotte Flair. It's like looking into a fucking mirror. Can you imagine? I can't even stand Charlotte just by Charlotte alone. I can't stand Lacey by Lacey alone. Pairing them together, man. Please. Warp me into another fucking dimension, away from Monday Night Raw, away from where this show fucking exists. Seriously. Charlotte says she's been trying to prove she could do it on her own. She called Lacey Charlotte 2.0. Charlotte 2.0. And she said she already has a partner in Asuka. Oh, really? You got a partner in Asuka. I didn't see you anywhere near Asuka tonight, so I'm not sure if you're a partner or not anymore. So Lacey said her goal is the Raw Women's Championship. I think a lot of people's goals on Monday night is to reach for the remote control. First of all, go to the refrigerator, grab a beverage, reach for the remote control, change the channel, see what Guy Fieri is doing on the Food Network, and if he's doing anything remotely interesting, fuck Raw. That's everybody's goal on Monday night. Is Guy even on Monday night? I don't even know. I know, I got Discovery Plus. I can watch Guy anytime I want. I could flip over to fucking Discovery Plus and watch Season 3, Episode 1 of fucking Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Man, I don't give a shit. I could watch Season 3. I could watch Season 33. Doesn't matter. Whenever Charlotte's on, I got a plethora of Triple D to watch. Charlotte wished her luck going after the Raw Women's title. Yeah, wish her luck. Not if she doesn't get there first. Lacey said Rick has heard from WWE management, and she said if Lacey beats Charlotte in a match, then she'll get the next shot at Asuka. So much for working your way up the ranks. Yeah, let's beat Charlotte and then get a women's championship. Like you did anything before getting that match with Charlotte. What gave you the opportunity to get in the match with Charlotte in the first place to get a women's championship? Don't you got to work your way up the ladder? Not in WWE. You're just handed title shots because they got a pay-per-view to book in 1 week. So Charlotte walked towards them and told Lacey that they should fight now. Rick stepped in and said, no fighting. Lacey then popped Charlotte with the microphone. She then threw her into the ringside steps. She called Charlotte a nasty, and then she accepted the match. So we go to commercial break, and then we get Lacey Evans versus Charlotte Flair. Now, I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. Lacey Evans said that if she beats Charlotte Flair, she gets the next shot at Asuka for the WWE Raw Women's title. Okay? Now, if I'm Charlotte Flair, I don't know what Charlotte Flair was thinking, but if I'm Charlotte Flair, then I'm going to do everything in my power to have Lacey Evans not get that title shot. So we got this match. It ended in 12 minutes. And I don't know what you guys want me to say about this. This entire storyline is absolutely fucking terrible. I really don't know who in their right mind is watching this show and finds any redeeming qualities in this shit. I don't know who genuinely is enjoying what is going on between Charlotte and Lacey Evans with Ric Flair. Now, hear me out. Wasn't it last year? Seriously, wasn't it last year or maybe the year before that? I don't even fucking know because my sense of time when it comes to this fucking product is all over the place, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I remember vividly that Lacey Evans was feuding with Sasha Banks. And Sasha Banks was kind of going after Lacey's daughter and Lacey's husband and yada, yada, yada. And she was standing up for what was right, and she was being a family, role model. She was being a model mother to her daughter and a model wife to her husband, right? She was being this model wife and mother. Now, what happened to that Lacey Evans? Did we ever get an explanation as to why that Lacey Evans went away? So we go from Lacey Evans loving her daughter and loving her husband and being a model wife and a model mother to Lacey Evans stealing Charlotte's father and, quote unquote, sleeping around with Charlotte's father. So how exactly is that being a model woman in this instance? Because that's what everybody was thinking. Seriously. How does this make any sense to anybody? How can anyone legitimately enjoy any of this? It's all awful. It's not entertaining. And this is only leading to one thing and one thing only. People in WWE somehow think that this is going to lead to sympathy to Charlotte Flair. Let me tell you something, man. We are over being sympathetic to Charlotte Flair. We want Charlotte Flair off of fucking television. Never mind being sympathetic to Charlotte Flair. I don't think any of the fans watching the show have any sympathy towards WWE, period. But I'm supposed to be sympathetic to Charlotte Flair because she lost her father? Because her father is some mental fucking whack job? What is this leading to? Lacey's gonna beat Asuka. Charlotte and Lacey is gonna be your Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. God help you if you pay for a fucking ticket to WrestleMania to see that as your Raw Women's Championship. And God help Asuka being in this situation, knowing her title run has been absolutely fucking destroyed by WWE's creative bankruptcy. Awful. Absolutely awful. If this match was any indication for what is to possibly come, this match was not even good enough to be on a fucking GCW bottom of the barrel in front of 5 fans at some fucking rundown empty gymnasium event. That's how bad this fucking match was. Lacey Evans is just not it. To some, she may have the look. My God, man, she is 3 years now as green as fucking grass. She looks as green as my fucking urine after a night of drinking and me being dehydrated, man. She is fucking awful. How anybody could look at her and say, hey, man, she deserves a shot. No, she don't. She don't deserve jack shit in my eyes. And Charlotte Flair, my God, man, can you fucking get with the program? This is the greatest of all time. This woman can't sell for shit. For shit. She couldn't sell a fucking pair of fucking shoes to a homeless guy who's got fucking socks with 1,000 holes in them. Couldn't sell fucking ice to a fucking guy who's burning up. She couldn't sell ice to Bray Wyatt. Guy was fucking ignited in flame. Hey, man, you need some ice water? Couldn't even sell it to him. Couldn't even sell it to him. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. She sucks as far as selling. She's not bad in the ring, but my God, man, it's like she refuses to sell to everybody. Everything is just so, I can't take a bump. Or if she takes a bump, it looks so fucking forced, like she doesn't want to take a bump for the person she's in the ring for. It is awful. It really is awful, man. Seriously. Charlotte Flair is fucking overrated. Overrated. There's no way you're looking at this match being the Raw Women's Champion. This is potentially where they're going. This is potentially where they're going. But that makes WrestleMania better, right? That's booking WrestleMania to the utmost potential for WrestleMania 37. Seriously. Do you guys think I'm right about Charlotte Flair in the chat? I know you think I'm right. Bray Wyatt was ignited in fucking flame at TLC. Charlotte Flair couldn't sell him buckets of ice water. That's how fucking terrible she is. Lacey Evans wins by disqualification. What do you mean, JD? Lacey Evans is getting a title shot? Yeah, you want to know how she won by disqualification? Because Charlotte Flair is a fucking idiot. She continued to beat Lacey Evans, after the referee told her to stop, Charlotte eyed Ric Flair. She wanted to humiliate him. She turned and attacked Lacey in the corner. The referee counted to 5. She didn't break the 5 count. The referee called for the bell. After the match, Rick entered the ring and yelled at Charlotte to not do that. She looked at Ric Flair and walked away. And Lacey was checking, or Rick was checking on Lacey Evans. So she continued to beat up Lacey Evans, not breaking the referee's 5 count, and then giving her a Raw Women's Championship match at the Elimination Chamber instead of doing what she had or was on her way to doing, and that was beating Lacey Evans. All she had to do was make the 1, 2, 3. She had her beat. And she just handed her. Charlotte Flair literally handed Lacey Evans a Raw Women's Championship match at the Elimination Chamber. And you mean to tell me that this is not where they're going with it? Yes, because I'm supposed to be sympathetic to Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair could beat Lacey Evans for the title. WWE will get Lacey Evans her token title run. As long as she's not pinning Asuka, right? But then again, where does this leave Asuka at WrestleMania? Nowhere. Should be lucky to be in a fucking battle royal. Edge made his entrance. If you guys want to go check out what I said about Edge on Off the Script, go and check that out on Saturday, episode 363. Nice heated rant on Edge. He could either be a hero or he could be the biggest villain in all of WWE by doing the wrong thing at WrestleMania, if indeed he's wrestling Roman Reigns. So he said he toured WWE last week trying to help himself make a decision. He said after what was announced earlier regarding the Chamber, he's not sure who will walk out as WWE Champion. He said he doesn't like Drew's odds of walking out of the Chamber, but he'll wait until then to make his decision. So Edge is going to wait until after the Chamber to make his decision. WWE should have already had Edge's opponent in the bag so that this left one of the shows, the Chamber, to decide the challenger for the other championship. But what the fuck do I know? So he's going to wait until after the Chamber is over. So Miz, Morrison, and Garza interrupted. Miz said, wow, what a great speech. What an epic speech, says the Miz. Dare I say, it reeked of awesomeness. Said Edge has always been the ultimate opportunist, and he's waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. I'm usually waiting, at this point in the show, I'm usually waiting for the perfect opportunity to flip the fucking channel to Food Network, but me and Miz are on the same wavelength, I think. He suggested they strategize. He said even if Edge were to win one of the titles at WrestleMania, he will be at WrestleMania with the Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in his contract and leave as champion. Welcome back, he said. So then Edge asked if he knows who he's talking to. Edge says he knows that as soon as he raises a title belt over his head. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you want to raise a title belt over your head at WrestleMania? Not on my watch, old-timer. Not Roman's title, anyway. Drew McIntyre, I don't give a fuck about Drew McIntyre's title. Take his title. Take as many titles off McIntyre as you want. Not Roman Reigns. Not the tribal chief. Edge asked if he knows who he's talking to. He's going to raise the title over his head. He knows he'll need eyes in the back of his head. He asked Miz why he just told him what he intends to do. He told Miz he thinks at a different level than him. He said Miz is content at being awesome, whereas he was awesome 20 years ago. But he's not content with that anymore. He said, while Miz is content talking about being a champion, he himself needs to be a champion. See the difference? He looked at Miz and said, and then left the ring. He needs to be a champion. Let me tell you something there, old timer. No, you don't. You don't need to be a champion, okay? First of all, I thought Edge was here and I thought Edge was back to work with younger talent. I'm not saying The Miz is young talent or John Morrison is young talent or Angel Garza. Angel Garza is young talent. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with Miz and Morrison. But Edge is on the Monday Night Raw writing team. Now, some casual fucking geek on social media is not going to know that. We know it. I know it because it's my job to know information like that. Edge is on the Monday Night Raw writing staff. He is part of Raw Creative. He booked himself to win the Royal Rumble. He manipulated Vince McMahon in some way to win the Royal Rumble and get himself in a main event at WrestleMania against Reigns, against Orton, against McIntyre. Who the fuck knows? Nobody knows. But correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Edge being a part of the creative team a conflict of interest? Doesn't this all reek of conflict of interest? Now, I get it. He was away for 9 years. He wants to book his storied career and the ending that he's always wanted because he was injured and nobody thought he would come back. I get it. I get it. But you're on the Monday Night Raw writing team. And I'm assuming you had some part in booking this segment or writing this segment. Isn't your job to make yourself look good, but also make everybody else around you look good? How did this make Miz, John Morrison, and Angel Garza look after this segment was over? Edge pretty much, without saying, that they were all a bunch of fucking idiots. He buried all of them. He buried Miz for telling him, why are you giving away why are you giving away your ideas as Money in the Bank briefcase holder? You're standing there telling me what you're going to do at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, you're talking to somebody who went under the moniker of the ultimate opportunist. John Morrison looks like a fucking idiot just by association. And then Angel Garza, you're standing next to the two biggest losers on this show. I don't know how that makes him look good. But I guess it's better than not being on TV, says the WWE fucking schlong lickers out there. The shills. Edge buried all three guys in this segment in one fell swoop. How is that? How is that as far as creative writing? Is he doing the show good? Is he doing the talent good? Is he for the talent? Huh? Not in my eyes. He just buried all three of them. And Garza wasn't even on fucking TV for about 2 months. Comes back, buried. He wishes he's back on Main Event with Ricochet. He wishes. We're going to go into the next match, because this is exactly where Garza is going into WrestleMania, I fear. This is where The Miz is going. This is where John Morrison is going into WrestleMania. But before we get into the next match, guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up here tonight. Shout out to Liquid Death. My new favorite beverage of choice, man. The best sparkling water I've ever had, man. Liquid Death. I feel like death after Monday Night Raw. Guys, give me a 1 in the chat if Bruce Pritchard tonight left you feeling unmotivated. Give me a 1 in the chat if Bruce left you unmotivated and he left you depressed. I don't want you guys to feel depressed, man. I don't want you guys to feel depressed. Don't let Bruce get to you, man. I got the perfect solution. Blue Chew. Don't take it out on your girl. Don't take it out on your wife. Come on, man. Why are you going to let Bruce have that type of power over you? This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing you more confidence in the bedroom. BlueChew.com is where it's at. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets combat all forms of erectile dysfunction, especially the Bruce Pritchard kind, and can help men gain extra confidence for when it's time to perform. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your front door in a very discreet package. The process is very simple, folks. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. You don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. Blue Chew is chewable. I love it. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy, man. So if you guys could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, I don't know why you wouldn't give Blue Chew a shot. BlueChew.com for more details and use code JD at checkout. All you guys got to do is pay the $5 shipping and handling. That's BlueChew.com, promo code JD at checkout to receive your first month free. And I want to thank them for sponsoring tonight's Raw post show on Off the Script. Yeah, man. Always love some Blue Chew in the chat. BlueChew.com, guys. Go and get yourself some free sample and make your girl feel happy when Bruce lets you down. Damien Priest, he came out with Bad Bunny, Bugs Bunny. Who? I don't know. Bad Bunny, right? Just like everybody was doing the same thing during the Super Bowl with The Weeknd. Is that his name? The Weeknd? Whatever the fuck his name is. Damien Priest with Bad Bunny versus Angel Garza with John Morrison and The Miz. Priest wins in 4 minutes. Second week in a row that Damien Priest needed some help beating fucking somebody on Monday Night Raw. Why? Damien Priest is great. He doesn't need fucking help with beating anybody. So Damien Priest gave him his reckoning finisher, and that was it. And this happened because Bad Bunny distracted Morrison by grabbing the Money in the Bank briefcase as he ordered the briefcase back, Morrison. We got him entering the ring illegally. Garza was yelling at Bad Bunny at ringside. The referee kicked out Miz and Morrison. This led to a distraction. Garza looked like a complete blithering fool. He walked right into a reckoning, and that was it. Garza deserves better than being placed in this trash, but I guess it gets him a WrestleMania match because WWE feels that Latino mix. Let's get Garza in there. Let's get Damien Priest in there for WrestleMania. That's why they're doing it. Hopefully they have Bad Bunny rub off on these two, and they'll be better off for it. But what I'm envisioning here for WrestleMania, we all thought it was going to be Damien Priest and Bad Bunny versus Miz and Morrison at WrestleMania. Now I'm envisioning Damien Priest, Bad Bunny, and Booker T versus Miz, Morrison, and Garza in a 6-man tag. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe Elmer Fudd could be the fucking special guest enforcer on the outside. I don't know. Charlie Caruso asked Drew McIntyre backstage about the Elimination Chamber announcement and Sheamus' reaction. Drew asked why Sheamus had to sever a 20-year relationship over a title shot that he could have just asked for. He talked about his road to WrestleMania and all the moving parts for him. He said things are crazy and he's backed into a corner, but he won't crack under pressure. He said when he's backed into a corner, he's like a wild animal and he'll rip his opponent's face off. Good for you, Drew. It's a complete 180 from what we heard from you last week. You were a fucking fairy crying rivers of tears because Sheamus betrayed you. I wasn't sure if I was watching a WWE champion or some fucking weeping pussy last week. Let's get back into the Bad Bunny situation, man. I got news on Damien Priest, and I got news on... Actually, I got news on Edge, too. Should have talked about the Edge news before I did the Blue Chew ad, but I guess we'll hit the mini news and rumors section right here, man. I got nothing to do. I ain't going nowhere, neither are you. Damien Priest apparently is just like all of us. He's read the dirt sheets. He's heard all of the Bugs Bunny WrestleMania rumors. And he says this, and I quote, "That's been brought up to me by other people as well. I read the reports like everybody else, so I don't know, but I will say this. That guy is so talented and so determined to achieve what he wants on his terms that if he wanted to do this, or he wanted to transition or wanted to wrestle, I'm sure he could achieve that. He's not even supposed to have the success he has in the profession he's in now, but he figured out a way to make it work. He's just a good human being. That always helps. If he wanted to wrestle, I'm sure he could. Hell, I don't care what I'm doing. First of all, I'm just trying to be on WrestleMania. It can be in any way, shape, or form. So to get in with somebody like him and his caliber of status in this world, please sign me up." So that's what he said about the WrestleMania rumors and him teaming with Bad Bunny against Miz and Morrison. And I don't give a fuck about Bad Bunny or his music or how much merchandise he sold through WWE shop because they're making money off of him. He's not adding anything to the product. He's not. He's on the show now 3 weeks in a row, and he's added absolutely nothing as far as audience retention. So how much is he legitimately helping out the product? Not much. He may be helping out as far as a social media aspect, but as far as retaining that audience, after Bad Bunny is done with WrestleMania, those people watching on his end, those people watching on his dime, are not going to stick around and watch WWE. They're not going to stick around and watch Angel Garza, and they're not going to stick around and watch Damien Priest. That's just the truth of the matter, folks. It's not going to happen. But I get why he's on TV. WWE is shilling Bad Bunny because they have never had somebody in a very long time of this magnitude, with this type of social media pull, with this type of popularity, especially in that Latino market, on WWE television. So they're going to use him in any way, shape, or form they can for WrestleMania. And that is a big market down there simply because it is WrestleMania. I get why he's on TV, and if it helps Damien Priest in any way, good for him. He deserves it. Damien Priest is awesome. It's about time they build some legit new stars in this company. Will it happen? I don't know. But I get why they're doing it. I just don't care for him or his music. And for everybody that doesn't know who he is, please continue going on in life, not knowing who he is. It's not important. That's why you have people like me to tell you the importance of why he's there. That doesn't mean you have to go out and listen to his music, or if you don't know who the fuck he is, don't listen to fucking imbeciles like Ryan Satin and his fucking emo haircut and his Good Charlotte album collection, fucking geek, telling you that, oh man, you're just ousting yourself as somebody who doesn't know about mainstream media. Fuck mainstream media. Everything in the mainstream is fucking garbage. You don't need to know who Bad Bunny is. All you need to know is why he's there. Simple. Now, with Damien Priest, he was called up from NXT, as you guys know. And Damien Priest actually spoke to Sportskeeda. And he was interviewed by Sportskeeda. He actually was very unhappy with his run in NXT. And he was unhappy that he never won the NXT championship during his time with NXT. And he's actually teased that he might go back to NXT and try and win the belt, being that he's now called up or demoted to the main roster. This is what he says, and I quote, "There's still a lot that I didn't accomplish, and I would have liked to do things down there." And I would say this, I mean, hey, Finn Balor did it, you know? He achieved success on Raw and SmackDown, and then he achieved success in NXT. Now, I'm going to stop right there. He didn't really achieve success on Raw and SmackDown. He was booked into oblivion. He was booked into a creative failure, and they had to move him back down to NXT because I'm assuming they had invested a lot of money in him, and Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn and Bruce Pritchard and all these fucking guys, all these geeks, didn't know how to book somebody like Finn Balor, so Triple H probably begged on his hands and knees to have Finn Balor back in NXT so that they could save this guy's career. Finn Balor didn't go back to NXT because he was a success on the main roster and he wanted one last shot at the NXT title. He's held the NXT title before. He got moved back down to NXT because he was a failure on the main roster. And NXT was his only way to save whatever he had left in WWE. But you're not going to hear that from Damien Priest. He's not going to word it that way. So it goes without saying that everybody's expecting him to, at some point one day, again, be successful on Raw and SmackDown. So you never know. But yeah, there is something. I wouldn't say disappointed as far as I like before I left, but I'm disappointed just in the sense that I didn't win the NXT Championship. Not because I moved on or anything. Just in general, like I wanted to be the champion. I wanted to be the guy. So I still believe that there is a time for that. But yeah, there's still a lot that I feel that was left unaccomplished in NXT. We'll see what happens. Maybe Bruce books Damien Priest like he did Aleister Black. And then Damien Priest can beg to go back down to NXT. And then he can have Bruce and management tell him no. Baszler got lucky. It wasn't so lucky for everybody else that asked to go back down to NXT. It's not that simple. Edge. Listen to this fucking guy. Edge addresses fan criticism of his Royal Rumble win. Edge has done one thing since he's been back in WWE, since last year's Royal Rumble, and that is shit on the fans as if he thinks who he is. Now, we all love Edge, but my God, man, this guy was somebody that loved the fans, and now this is somebody that can't stand the fucking fans. As soon as he got back into that locker room, he was one of those guys that automatically became fuck the fans and fuck these online personalities and fuck these content creators and fuck these podcasts. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Who are you to criticize what I do? Really? So nobody can have a fucking opinion because Edge is back on television. Oh my God, man. Let's all bow to the mighty Edge. Oh my goodness, man. Let's grovel at this guy's fucking feet as if he's the second coming of Christ. Edge. He addressed fan criticism of his Royal Rumble win. So he won the Royal Rumble, and he was on After the Bell with Corey Graves, and Edge addressed the issues that some fans have with his Royal Rumble win, saying he can't control people's opinions. You're damn right, motherfucker. Says this, and I quote, "All I can control is trying to be in the best shape I can possibly be in. Bust my ass in the gym so that at least I can look the part, move the part, feel the part, and that's all I can control. I can't control people's opinions. I can't control if people have ageism issues." Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's us fans having ageism issues. I see. So it's not WWE's issue that there were only 2 superstars in the Royal Rumble under the age of 30, right? It's not WWE's issue. WWE doesn't have ageism issues. Apparently, they don't trust anybody under the age of fucking 50. You fucking serious? Us fans have ageism issues, but WWE doesn't. It's something that works in opposite ways. WWE has ageism issues, and we have ageism issues, but for different fucking reasons. We want young, youthful, vibrant talent to be pushed to the forefront, not some fucking aging legend that when WrestleMania season comes around and the moon fucking rises, that they get called upon and they fucking are wheelchaired out of their old age homes once every year. That's what we have a fucking problem with. But no, it's the fans having ageism issues. And then these said legends, these said old-timers, these said senior citizens come back, and we get something that happened in February last year, just like Goldberg burying Bray Wyatt, 7,000 miles away in the deserts of Saudi Arabia, where the fucking Fiend was buried for good. No fires, no feud with Randy Orton, no Alexa Bliss, no funhouse, no puppets, no fucking masks are gonna save him from eternal fucking damnation. Okay? That's what we have a fucking problem with. No, but you think it's us having a problem that you're 47 years old and you're winning the Rumble. I don't give a fuck if you won the Royal Rumble. Do the goddamn right thing, and then we won't have to fucking complain. Everybody's afraid of what's going to happen and afraid of what I exactly stated week after week after week for the last 3 weeks on this show. If Edge and Roman Reigns happens, we are all afraid that Edge is going to be the guy to beat Roman Reigns. And how the fuck does that make any sense? You're going to have Edge win the Royal Rumble to bury Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? So much for building for the fucking future. Roman Reigns' title reign should not see a day under 500 days. I'm saying this right now to every single one of you. Edge can go into WrestleMania as a legend, which he is. He can walk out of WrestleMania an even greater legend by doing the right thing, or he can walk out of WrestleMania a selfish, greedy bitch, just like Goldberg. Which do you prefer? Give me a break. Ageism issues. WWE has a problem with not trusting fucking young talent. That's why you're there. To snap some fucking sense into these people. No, but now you want to book yourself to win the Royal Rumble and book yourself into the main event of WrestleMania, potentially beat Roman Reigns. Give me a fucking break, please. I don't got a fucking problem with you being back and challenging for the fucking title. You got to do the right thing. WWE has age issues. We don't have age issues. We want everybody to do the right thing. What I want to do is come back and tell the story and tell it with multiple dance partners. If those dance partners can take something from it, that's my goal. Oh yeah, just like you're going to take something from Roman Reigns, right? I just want it to be that if a talent sees versus Edge on the sheet, that they're excited and not this is going to be difficult. I don't want to get to that stage where I'll be gone before that happens, hopefully in this perfect world. I want to come back and try and tell some great stories. If I can impart some type of wisdom or experience from doing this for 29 years, then that's my part of the goal. I want to leave this better than when I came into it. That line right there is stored now in this memory bank like Charlotte Flair and her fucking updated database. He wants to leave this better than when he came into it. So then that means you lose. You lose at WrestleMania. We have ageism issues, folks. The fans have ageism issues, says Edge. But maybe he is blind to the fact that WWE has their fucking future ruined year after year after year because WWE has created 0 new stars. 0. So when the fans want to have ageism issues, Edge, why don't you go talk to the fucking people in charge of this godforsaken dump called World Wrestling Entertainment? Moving on. Caruso interviewed Bianca Belair. She asked how the announcement of that Elimination Chamber title match affects her decision. I don't know what she's told. What elimination title? Oh, I guess the Lacey Evans and Asuka match. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I already forgot it was even a thing. I'm sorry. She said she proved to the world at the Rumble that she is the EST of WWE and this is her time. She said a smart challenger doesn't reveal her plan. Oh yeah, a smart challenger doesn't reveal her plan. That's because WWE doesn't have a plan. You may have a plan. You may want what you want, but WWE doesn't have a plan. That's what that means. And she's not going to reveal her plan. She said if she wants to be the EST at WrestleMania, she'll have to be the best and beat the best. Asuka entered and she did the dance she was doing, or whatever the fuck she was doing for winning the Rumble. She congratulated Bianca. But that doesn't mean you're ready for Asuka. Belair said, oh, yeah, I'm ready for Asuka. But Evans isn't. They shared a laugh together. Belair told Asuka if she handles her business at the EC, she might be seeing more of her at Raw. Why did Edge need to be on the show again? I don't know. There's no decision to be made. There's no reason for them to be on the show. I see it as just filler. Same thing with Bianca. If you don't have a decision for these people, why the fuck are they there? I don't want to see them. Because all I see is WWE with no fucking plan, no action, and then they're shoving people down our throat to a point when we get to WrestleMania, I want to see both of them lose. Matt Riddle versus Keith Lee. This is something that I actually enjoyed for the 8 minutes that we got it. Lee wins with a spirit bomb. Very competitive match here. Keith Lee just does not look the part on Monday Night Raw. I don't know what it is. This guy does not feel like the Keith Lee in NXT. I don't give a shit when anybody says he doesn't sound it, he doesn't look it, he doesn't feel it. So Lee blocked a Riddle attempt at a final flash knee. Lee then lifted Riddle up and set up for a move. I believe he was going for the spirit bomb, but Riddle popped an armbar on Keith Lee. Lee was yelling in pain, selling the armbar, but then powered Riddle up with one arm, showing how strong he is, but his arm gave out. Lee locked it on tighter, and Lee lifted Riddle and slammed him into the corner and just muscled him up. Riddle charging at the final flash knee, but Lee came right back with a spirit bomb out of nowhere for the win, and Keith Lee pins Matt Riddle in 8 minutes. Lee offered Riddle a handshake. Lashley charged into the ring and attacked Lee from behind. Lashley slammed Lee, but then he put Riddle in a hurt lock, flung him around, and tossed him aside. He then went after Lee outside, and he threw him off the ring apron, clotheslined him down to the floor at ringside. He then threw Lee into the ring post, picked up some ringside steps, and charged at Lee with them, striking him in the forehead with the steel steps. Lashley stood on the announce table with the United States title over Lee and his broken carcass down below. We got a match at the Elimination Chamber. It is Matt Riddle versus Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee, who just automatically got thrown into this United States Championship title picture. Seems like WWE is just booking this show last minute, throwing fucking bubble gum at the wall, seeing if it sticks. Bobby Lashley looks like a legit fucking killer. And good for him. This is the best he's been booked probably ever in WWE. But I think the reason why they are booking this match, a triple threat match, is we could see the real possibility of Bobby Lashley dropping that United States title and him not being pinned at the Elimination Chamber to lose that championship. It could either go to Riddle or Keith Lee and them pin each other. It could be Riddle winning the title by pinning Lee or Lee winning the title by pinning Riddle. What that means for Bobby Lashley, I have no idea, but the way that they're treating Bobby Lashley and the way that they're booking Bobby Lashley, I want to think that WWE has something bigger planned for Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether that is legitimately a match with Brock Lesnar, a match with Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. I don't know. But the guy is being booked greater than simply holding the United States title. I don't know what else there is for Bobby Lashley to do. I'm not interested in him chasing the WWE title because I just don't want to see him as WWE champion. Just give me the Lesnar match, and that's it. Move on with our day. But this is a triple threat match, and it makes me think that we could possibly be seeing him lose that title and him not even be factored into the outcome to keep him look strong or to keep him looking strong at the EC. Nia Jax and Lana in a tables match. This was one of the worst matches that I've ever laid witness to. This match was awful. Nia Jax goes through a table. There was a lot of botching here. Nia Jax missed a leg drop on the apron and she screamed, my hole hurts. That was pretty much what everybody took away from this match, as it will be a meme and a gif for the rest of eternity. So Jax screamed out in pain, in rage. She knocked over a table on the outside, so Lana couldn't put her through it, so Lana followed to the outside, shoved Jax through another table that was leaning against the ringside barricade as Nia Jax went through the table, and Lana beats Nia Jax. Awful. Awful. And then they actually showed all 9 times that Lana went into the announce table by Nia Jax. So we did the 1 table, 2 tables, 3 tables, ha, 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 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tables, ha, 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 ha. There you go. We got fucking The Count from Sesame Street counting down Lana on Monday Night Raw. Good for you. Good for you. How many times was this script rewritten? 9 times! Ha, ha, ha! Or maybe it was 1 and was ripped up and then they fucking just went into the show with no script. The script is laying with fucking Oscar the Grouch somewhere. So after this horrible, embarrassing women's match between Lana and Nia Jax, we got Shayna Baszler and Naomi. Because that's exactly what we needed on this show, another women's match, right? What the fuck happened to Shayna Baszler, man? What the fuck happened to Shayna Baszler? This woman, let me tell you something, I love Shayna Baszler. I think Shayna Baszler is awesome. I'd love to have a drink with Shayna Baszler. I would actually hire Shayna Baszler to be my fucking bodyguard. I'd pay Shayna Baszler to put Jesse in a Kirifuda clutch every time he got out of line and said something derogatory about Thunder Rosa or derogatory about Britt Baker. I would see it happen. I really would. This woman was such a fucking badass motherfucker on NXT that I watch her now and it feels like she's wrestling without a fucking soul. It feels like Shayna Baszler is wrestling without a care in the world, man. She looks absolutely lifeless out there. She looks like she doesn't give a single shit. She looks like this is not even a job anymore. This is just what I do for a weekly paycheck, and it's not my love and my passion anymore, and what I worked all these years to try and achieve and strive for. She looks terrible. And that's what WWE, that's what Monday Night Raw does to you. I see you, Jesse. Don't give me no lip in the chat, clown, okay? I know you and your thoughts about Britt Baker and about Thunder Rosa, bro. I heard you. Where's the t-shirt, clown? Still waiting on that. I might have to dock you some fucking minutes on the show, bro. Might have to just put a black screen up so that when we do the review, it's just me and a black screen for a little bit. Anyway. Shayna Baszler and Naomi, this was a botch fest to the max. This was awful. This was not as bad as Lana and Nia Jax, but this was bad. Naomi and Shayna do not work well together. Naomi caught her with a small package for the win, and that was it. We go to the main event. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. This was the 116th time that these two were wrestling on Monday Night Raw, or in WWE, I should say. This match, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say about this match, folks. This was the formulaic Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton match that you've seen for 10 straight months here again on Monday Night Raw. The ending saw Orton land a draping DDT. He stood and signaled for the RKO. Drew blocked the RKO and landed his future shock DDT. Drew then waited for Orton to stand up. Sheamus out of nowhere, because he charged down to the ringside area in the beginning of the match. He was standing out by ringside the entire match. Sheamus charged into the ring and gave Orton a bro kick when Drew moved. Drew gave Sheamus a Claymore, and that was payback for McIntyre. And Drew, I guess, wins via disqualification because Sheamus came in and missed a bro kick attempt on Drew, but hit Orton instead. So Drew McIntyre delivered him with a Claymore. So not only did Sheamus get ousted for not being a main event guy and not being good enough to main event a WWE title match at a D-level pay-per-view with Drew McIntyre, but he was in the main event of the evening and made himself look like double the idiot. Double the idiot is Sheamus. He's not good enough to main event with Drew McIntyre one-on-one. He betrayed his best friend for absolutely no reason because he got a title shot anyway. And then he's in the main event segment. He goes to kick his best friend again, misses, and he eats a Claymore kick. For what? For what? The show went off the air. The referee called for the bell, but I don't think they made a decisive decision here on who was winning and who was losing. Drew's music played, so I guess they gave him the DQ victory as the show went off the air. No Alexa Bliss. No Fiend. No bullshit for Randy Orton on this show. Just another lazy effort from WWE. This show absolutely fucking sucked cock. And that's the end of the review. Guys, before we get on out of here, man, we got some super chats to read. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Some good shit, man. Some good shit tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed my my sense of humor and my expertise. The breakdown of Monday Night Raw. I speak a different language compared to everybody else in the community, man. The language of truth. Thank you, Ali, brother. Stealing that one. Stealing that one for many, many moons to come. Anyway, guys, I'm not sure if you see in the chat, there is a pinned message for you guys, man. We just got sponsored by Amazon Music. I don't know how many of you guys have wanted Amazon Music or don't have Amazon Music right now. But if you guys want 30 days free, 30 days free of Amazon Music, all you got to do is sign up and click that link, man. GetAmazonMusic.com/script. And that's it. You got 30 days to listen to whatever the hell you want, man. So go and check out some Amazon Music. Go sign up for free. And if you like it enough, you could stay signed on to them. It's only $9.99 a month. Also, check out Blue Chew, BlueChew.com. Use code JD at checkout. I want to thank Glenn Rubenstein and the team over there at Blue Chew. You guys are awesome. BlueChew.com/nothing. It's just BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout for your free sample. Follow me on Twitter at JDfromNY206. Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. And make sure you guys check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel, man. Let's hit these super chats, brother. What do we got here? What do we got here, man? I don't know who the fuck this is. What do we got here, man? I can't read these fucking messages. Thanks, YouTube. Holy shit. Who is it? Now I got no super chats. Oh my goodness, man. What happened to my super chats? Oh man, I deleted the super chats. Where'd they go? Bro, YouTube took my super chats from me. Let's see. I don't know where these are from. Who was the last one? Let's see. This is, I got him right here. Hold on a second. All right. Hollywood Guy, $5 super chat. Did you know that Doug Flutie is the new 24/7 champion? I thought he lost it back to R-Truth. I thought he lost it back to R-Truth, man. Why would anybody give a shit about that? I refreshed the page and the super chat list disappeared. Doug Flutie is now a former 24/7 champion. Ridiculous. Gregory Benson with a $4.99 super chat. Another week, another terrible Raw tonight. JD, you fucking goon. Happy belated birthday. Enjoy your favorite craft beer on me. Thank you, Gregory Benson. He also says, if they sent Asuka back down to NXT, who would you like to see her face? My answers are Io, Candice, and Ember. What's yours? Toni Storm. I think Toni and Asuka would have a great match. We got Prince with two $4.99 super chats. What's up, JD? Shayna versus Naomi is a match I would like to see again. Seems to be good chemistry. Negative, my friend. They got terrible chemistry. Like how Bobby is going booked. Wonder if it's going somewhere bigger. I won't get my hopes up. This is WWE. I'm not sure where they go with Bobby Lashley. He's being booked like a savage, though, I'll tell you that. Mr. Premium, $9.99 super chat. Hey, man, I just received my mug and cookie in the mail. Also, I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but I sent you a message on Patreon for your birthday. The end was cut for some reason. Thank you. Hey, Premium, enjoy that mug, brother. Tweet me a picture when you pour a cold beverage into it. Matt Eagle with a $4.99 super chat. For all we know, this Elimination Chamber announcement is WWE's lazy reason to give Orton the title so Edge can challenge him. I pray I'm 100% wrong here. So they're going to give Randy Orton a title run or title reign for 1 month only to drop it back to Edge? That doesn't really seem productive in my book. I would not be surprised if that is the case. Richard Williams with a $2 super chat. What's up, JD? You didn't watch Raw. I was watching Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2, man. Good stuff. Donzel Hawkins. You do make a great point with a $2 super chat. I know. Benji with a $50 super chat. Thank you, Benji. Says WWE operating like the Grand Wrestling Alliance hasn't commenced on the other side. Bro, listen, I don't give a fuck who they're operating like. They're operating like complete inept idiots. Their creative is the worst it's ever been. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is organized. Nobody is over. Nobody looks better off for it. It is fucking terrible in every sense of the word. PMAC with a $5 super chat. So I'm guessing Randy Orton used Kramer's Bomb Cream for the coffee burn episode on Seinfeld. Bro, I don't know what the fuck he did, but he may have used that. He's got no burns whatsoever or not even a scar. Nothing. But this is Bruce Pritchard, bro. This is Bruce Pritchard's vision of Raw. Jonathan with a $9.99 super chat. Didn't watch Raw tonight, but after that intro, get yourself a big-ass coffee and some donuts. Much love, brother. I'll take the coffee minus the donuts, man. I gotta lose some weight. Keep spitting the facts that you do, and can you call me a goon? Jonathan, you fucking goon. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Gavin, I'll laugh if the WrestleMania main event is Miz cashing in on Shane to win the title. With an Australian super chat, $5. Bro, listen. Take that idea and fucking flush it down the toilet. Don't come at me with that ever again. Maurice Lionheart Jackson with a $1.99 super chat. I died as you talked about Lacey. Too funny. She's terrible. AD Commit with a $5 super chat. Happy belated birthday, JD. My son and I are big fans, and you and him share the same birthday. Happy birthday to your son, brother. Hopefully he enjoyed it. Kashmir with a $5 super chat. Not sure how they could make it happen, but with no direction for Drew, I kind of want Edge versus Drew versus Roman for winner take all and get Roman on both shows. Bro, at this point, I would take anything, man, as long as Roman walks out of WrestleMania with the title. I don't even think WWE knows what they want to do, man. Justin Striplin with a $4.99 super chat. Is it good or bad that I want Jeff Hardy to win the WWE Championship so we can get a renewed rivalry between Jeff and Edge? It's bad. That's not even a match worthy of main event, bro. Get out of here. But thank you for the $4.99. Horatia with a Canadian $5. Great show, JD. Book Garza to steal the briefcase from Miz. I lie, I cheat, I steal. I think we need to start booking Garza like an Eddie Guerrero type character. He's got the charisma to be that. Let's get him there. Montrell with a $2 super chat. What's your thoughts on Tyler Rex and his sex change? I have no thoughts whatsoever. Keep that shit off my timeline. Justin Striplin with a $9.99 super chat. I know you're an advocate for Seth Rollins versus Big E for WrestleMania 37. But what are your thoughts on Big E teasing a possible WrestleMania 37 match with Christian? I won't be surprised, bro. Being that WWE's booking Mania as part-time Mania, I would not be surprised. Your boy Chris with a $4.99 and $9.99 super chat. Says, what's up, JD and the OTS family? We have a takeover show on Sunday night if anyone cares. Hit the thumbs up, you goons. Stay safe, everyone. This is from my father who called Hulagrim's name legendary in today's stream. My father is a fan of yours now, JD. Call my dad a goon. My dad also wants to give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Chris, your dad is a fucking goon. Much respect. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And that is it, guys. That's all I got. That's all the super chats tonight. And we are good to go, man. If I missed anybody, I apologize. YouTube fucked up. Oh, man. What a show. What a show, man. You guys know what time it is. I'll be back on Wednesday with AEW Dynamite, man. Jesse and I are going to go over Dynamite. We got a major show. We got another one in here, man. Mr. Dark Ace 28. Happy birthday to you, JD. Just celebrated mine yesterday at a Brazilian steakhouse. And round one arcade with some friends I haven't seen in a while. That sounds like a good time, brother. Montreal Rather with a $2 super chat. Noted, and thanks for the review. I appreciate it. No, I appreciate you, man. Keep that shit off my fucking timeline. Edgar. I don't know what to tell you, brother. I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe you super chatted so much that the live stream says, listen, Edgar, you don't have to do it tonight, man. Get me on Wednesday or get me on Friday. Jesse deleted all the super chats. Well, I'm going to delete Jesse, period. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for all the support, man. Follow me on Twitter at JDfromNY206. Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Hit that thumbs up, man. We are 200 away from 1,000. I'd love to get close to 1,000 before we get on out of here. If you missed Off the Script this past weekend, go and check it out. Episode 363. Amazon Music, man. Get your 30 days. Get AmazonMusic.com/script. BlueChew.com. Use code JD at checkout for your free sample. And hit that subscribe button down below, man. Most important, hit that subscribe button down below and become a part of the Off the Script family. Love you guys, man. Excellent breakdown of the show tonight. Really good stuff. And you know what time it is, man. I am grabbing my cold beverage, man. I'm getting in the Mustang. It's 21 degrees. The windows are going to be down because that's the only way I ride. I got my cold beverage. I want you guys to turn the music knob up to max with those guitar emojis in the chat. You know what to do, guys. I'll see you back live on Wednesday night for Dynamite. See you guys later.